What is it, Chloe?
I don't. I really can't say, but
okay. All right. So. Is GA Construction done with their project?
I believe they are.
How'd it turn out?
Very nice. They're good.
Do I have time to look at it?
I think so.
Rob, can you get me in there?
Yeah, give me a second.
All right. How long did it take?
Not bad at all. What was it, 45 minutes?
Is it authentic looking?
Absolutely. You didn't know better.
All right, I'm going to go look. Just leave the music running. So where is he?
I haven't seen him.
Should you boot his door since he's late?
Not today. Hang on a second. I can't breathe now.
How you feeling?
I feel a bit better. I think. Hold on. Hi, Tim.
Hi.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. What'd y'all do?
I'll tell you.
Anytime you say construction, just take me out there.
All right. I'm going to leave you on the air. Don't repeat anything I'm telling you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I think as you explain it, you really don't get the magic of it. You have to see it.
You have to see it. I believe we have videotape.
Do we have any still photos?
Yes, both. I'm pretty sure Rob took both.
Okay.
You look so happy.
This was one of the reasons I didn't want to skip the last couple of days before
holiday.
Yeah, before vacation.
So much to do today. Things to be discovered.
Possibly a nice time for some spring cleaning.
Could be.
They really get all that done in about 45 minutes?
Uh-huh.
Do we still have those throat lozenges in here?
Yeah. Over there.
Yeah. Thank you. What is this jigged up drawer over here underneath the console?
You asked for something to hold the remotes, and that's what engineer came up with.
They came up with that?
Yes. They built it. They designed it and built it.
What do you mean they designed it?
They sat down with a piece of paper, and they said, what do you need? How deep does it have to be? Where does it need to go? And then they came up with a little slide thing for it to come out, so you can reach your...
Are you pulling me?
No. They actually built one that was almost twice that size, because apparently they didn't look at where it had to go first. They brought it in here, and it was about the size of a kitchen drawer.
They built a drawer without checking to see if it would fit underneath the console.
Correct. And they brought it in here, and they went, where do y'all want this? Anywhere but here.
Will this come back off?
I think they just screwed it into the wood. Yeah, it should.
That looks like... You got a $100,000 console standing right here, and you got a $3 wood drawer that they nailed to the bottom side of this. That looks like
Looks like something I'd build. And I'm not very good.
Yeah.
Who let them put that in here?
They just came in and did it.
No, here's the new rule. Nobody sticks anything in here again until I look at it.
I agree.
If this is supposed to be our studio, they don't come in here and start screwing things into the bottom of a console.
Junior high wood shop.
That looks like...
Didn't bother to paint it even.
They ain't painted. It's not rounded off. It looks like they just came in and decided to put in something in here that looks like...
Yes.
And the console's curved. It doesn't even match the curve.
That's
it
not.
just juts out.
That's square.
Yeah, the console's curved. This is square. Now, is this a makeshift drawer to hold all the remotes, or was this the final design?
That was the final design, because the original design was a complete drawer with a front made of the same exact material. It looked just like that. It was just bigger and had a front to it, like a kitchen drawer.
Who put that in here?
It was between Bob and James. They both worked on it.
Okay. We'll put that aside. I'll fix it later. I want to know when Gavin's supposed to be here.
Again, I can't imagine why he's late. I'm calling.
Chloe, cover the drawer up with something.
Hi, I can't come to the phone right now. If you leave your name and number, I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
To page this person, press 5.
What are you doing? It's 3:22. You're late. Pick
If you
up.
are satisfied with your message, press 1.
What?
Pick up.
And he's not in the building, right?
I have not seen him all day.
Is somebody keeping an eye out for him? I don't want him to come in and me miss it. Rob, are you watching for him? Well, how are we going to know when he comes? You know, we'll hear it. Hang on. There, I've got the monitor where I can watch his... No, that's my door.
Sure.
Yeah.
And just spin that around.
Chloe, will that move? Hi, Trey.
Hello.
Would you like to see what GA Construction did?
Yes.
I don't know if you can go take a look and see if it's unlocked. What is it, Dan?
Found out where Gavin is.
Where is he?
He's at a meeting with the Stars. Dallas Stars.
Okay.
It was supposed to start at 2. I think they got a little bit of a late start. And so he should be here hopefully soon.
Okay. Yeah, Chloe, that'll work. If I want to see what's happening on top of the Coke machine.
Well, the tables aren't long enough.
I'll leave it alone. I'll fix it during a break.
One more.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's not. That's good. Leave it there. That's...
That's perfect.
I feel like I'm watching what do they call it when you shove the camera in your ass?
Yeah, call him oscopy or whatever it is.
Yeah. That's close enough. I can at least see when he gets to his door. And it's a chilly day. At least he'll have a place to hang his coat.
It really is quite thoughtful on your part.
I think Trey just saw it.
That's good.
We had fun filling that up.
Really, when you explain it later, I don't think anybody's really going to get a handle on it. It's really one of those, the surprise factor of just kind of walking into it. All right, Robert.
Hey, boss.
Yes, sir.
Drawer underneath the cabinet.
Yeah.
Your engineering department for that company, right? Are you really surprised? That squeak's been in the floor for 3.5 years. They couldn't put up doors.
Did I ask for a drawer for the remotes?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? Thanks, Robert.
Yeah.
They could have gone to Office Depot or whatever, Home Max or whatever you call those places. They make drawers that go underneath the any desk you put your keyboard.
Oh, no. That's what the keyboards, all of our keyboards are on. That's what I thought they'd do.
See that tray?
So you just slide over here with my keyboard.
No, they make them even smaller so it would fit over here.
Perfect. It does look like it.
Yeah. That's about as ticket rigged as you can get.
All right.
What is this little yellow rope running around the edge of it? Is that to adorn it?
This. Keep from falling off, I guess. Ski rope in the drawer. They could have just gotten a keyboard tray.
That's what we were talking about. And you see how the console, the up here is curved?
Yeah.
And this just
juts out.
Juts out. Somebody's in the... Who is that? Did you just fart, John?
Sorry.
Okay. I thought that was Gavin. I can't tell because the camera only comes up to the knees of everybody. It's right by the Coke machine. What is it, Dan?
It's just one of the construction guys.
Okay. Let me try Gavin again. I think we're actually building this up bigger than what it is.
I think so once you see it.
Oh, it's Gavin.
What are you doing?
Working.
Where are you?
A meeting.
Where?
Dallas Stars.
How long before you get back?
I'll probably be back about an hour. But okay. Hello?
Why is the meeting so late in the day?
What's that?
Why is the meeting so late?
I don't know. That's the time they requested.
What are you meeting about?
Future promotions.
Like what?
We're going to do another Stars night. So, just trying to figure out how to do it right.
Okay.
Good relationship.
So you'll be back about 4:30?
Yeah, I'm in bar and traffic. Yes.
Why do you even come over here anymore? Why do you even have an office?
Why are you getting on my case?
You're never here.
Oh, that is you're so wrong. You are so wrong.
Even on your emails, the signature at the bottom says Gavin Spittle, and it shows the address it fits you.
I know. I got to figure out how to change that.
You go in and you change the signature.
Yeah. I'm always over there.
You're never here.
When was the last time I was late for the show?
The kids don't even know what you look like anymore.
Oh, whatever. I emailed you today, and I said, I'm sorry, Russ. I said, I got this meeting at 2 p.m.
I never got that one.
Yeah, I did. I asked you how you were feeling, and I told you that. Because they requested, I mean, usually, and I told them, I met halfway just so I could get back sooner. That's how much I care.
Why don't you just go ahead and house all your stuff over at KRLD, since that's where your nice office is?
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyone who knows me knows where my heart is.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you'll be back about 4:30?
Yeah, but don't think I'm like neglect. There's one day where I show up late, and I pre-warn you that...
One day.
One day.
I don't know if I can wait till 4:30 for him to get here.
But we have to.
Yeah.
Well, we know.
All right. Anything else before we get started?
We did the Christmas song.
Oh, let me hear that.
Here.
How'd it turn out?
Real good.
Oh, what's the argument with you and Rob and the office and you paying him?
Yeah, he just...
You wrote a check last night.
I wrote him a check and he threw it back at me. He goes,
why?
Well,
Well, hang on. Didn't he ask for it?
Yeah.
Well, why'd he throw it back at you?
I don't know. He goes, no, never mind. Why don't you go home and ask your Joy? And I said, okay, well, did. She said, no. I said that today.
Why would he tell you to go ask?
I don't know. He threw it back at me. He didn't want he wants the money, but I gave it to him, and he said, nah, never mind. And he's been pissy all day. I'm like, I can't.
Hold on. Well, stop. Why would he ask you for the money? You wrote him the check. Were you bitching about it when you wrote the check?
No, I just told him.
You're bitching about it all day yesterday.
This is how much I can do right now.
What do you mean? This is how much I can do?
This is how much I can do now. I'll do installments. He said those.
Where's your money?
I got to put money away for taxes. That's coming up in January.
You got money. What is this? All I can do now? What does that mean?
Well, that's what I can do now. So I get past Christmas. I get the kids coming.
Do I have any cash in the bank?
I have money I put away for taxes. Yeah.
Taxes for what?
The house. It's going to be a big chunk of cash.
Okay.
In January.
How much your tax is going to be for the year?
About $12,000.
Okay. You don't have that in the bank?
I have it in the bank. Then I just want to get past Christmas. And, this is like when you went to build your bar. And they started spending money without ever asking you about it. He's gotten all these things done. Nobody ever asked me, hey, is it okay if we do steel? Paint is fine with me. $25 a square foot seems a little bit much, for an office. But he didn't ask me. He just approved it.
Well, then don't move in there with him.
I brought that up as an option. I said, I'll just stay in here. Fine. More room for me. Okay, well.
I still don't get asking you for the cash, and then he doesn't take it when you write him the check.
Here's the check. I still have it right here. Robert Moser.
Uh-huh. And why did he tell you to ask Joy?
He was just being smart. Like, I can't make my own decision. Why don't you go home and ask Joy?
All right, if $500 is your first deposit, how much more do you have to pay out with your plan?
Well, it's a total of about, so far, my half of it is going to be about $2,500. And we're not done. We haven't had lights yet. We haven't, I believe, paid the electric.
Your half is $2,500?
Yeah. So it's about $5,000 so far he spent. $7,500 was the total for the metal, whatever it is, and then they gave us a $3,000 discount. So that's what, $4,500?
I don't know.
Okay, plus about another $100 in expenses so far. So, and then that's before the lights and the electricity and the.
What kind of lights? There are lights in there already.
He's going to put track lighting, and halogens, and all kinds of different stuff.
What happens when we move?
No, I think he's thinking we'll be here a very long time.
We're not going to be here. They've been planning on a move here for the past 3 or 4 years. That could pop at any moment.
Yep. I guess he wants to take it with him. I don't know. Once it's installed and measured for that office, what can you do? And it's glued to the wall.
Nothing's coming out of that office. It's been remodeled.
Totally.
It's not like you remodel a house and then when you move, you take all the granite and all the other stuff that you nailed up. What would it cost to just buy this dump?
The whole building?
Yeah.
That'd be a good question.
What do you think, Trey?
This real estate's probably worth more. God knows it's worth more than the building.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Why don't we just buy the building and when they move, we stay here?
I love that idea.
Then we turn it into our own compound.
Yes. That'd be fun.
That's awesome.
Whole upstairs area for playing or whatever.
Yeah, we can actually finally do that go-kart track upstairs that you wanted to do.
What do you think, Trey?
I have to look at the land. I'm going to guess probably $750,000.
For the building and the land?
Mm-hmm. The building has no value.
Really?
No. And most of the stuff around here is warehouse space. They don't. I mean, someone will probably.
Not high dollar stuff then.
Well, I mean, the fact that it faces John Carpenter, the facing the highway, there's no value to that?
I mean, for the stuff around here, I mean, they would probably tear it down, build just warehouse space with a little bit of office that has loading docks where you can come in and out. I mean, yeah, you have value that you're closer, to John Carpenter in 35, but...
So you think top end, I could get this for $1 million?
Oh, yeah.
And then because we have to stay here and still do the show, we lease it back to CBS. Can we do that?
That's brilliant.
Yeah. What, Dan?
That is so sick and twisted, and it's absolutely
Can we do that?
genius.
Absolutely. It's called a sale and lease back. Do it all the time. And you sign them to a long-term lease.
Like how long?
15 years.
I'll just make it part of my contract. You want me to renegotiate? I'll throw in a couple extra years on how long we stay here. You give me this building. I want everybody out of it.
That's even better. You're devious.
Where would you look to see what the land is worth?
Oh,
It'll be on the tax records?
I want to look at see how big the actual land is, and then just go. I can pull up some comps and what other stuff is sold for.
What about the Dallas County thing that's online? Would it show the building and what it's worth?
It'll show what they assess it as.
Well, I mean, that's ballpark.
Sometimes.
All right. Yes, Danny?
Yeah, I think you sold out the Metroplex of the 20Q games y'all were playing with yesterday.
Where'd you go to get it?
Well, we went to Toys R Us first, and they didn't have them there. They said somebody, one of the radio hosts around Dallas was talking about them. They were out of them by 4:15. And we bopped over to Walmart. They didn't have any. We finally got to Target, and they're out of them on the shelves. And the lady come from the back with a box full of them. There was 5 other guys that heard on your show was waiting for them.
Yeah, I went to my drugstore that normally has them. They were
Gone.
out.
How could there be a run on those just because we were jacking around with that yesterday?
I wondered. Because they're fun.
Thanks, Danny.
They're fun, and you play with them. And it came up with booger. And some ladies all hacked off because hers came up with platypus.
I don't understand.
That's what she was thinking of in her game. She goes, damn, this Q20.
It guessed platypus?
That effer got platypus. That's her email.
Give me the ball back, Cliff.
Oh, Lord.
What's the orange
color?
one? Where'd you get the orange one?
This one's mine. The orange one's mine.
Oh.
Whatever. There you go.
It's going to be the last time I do this. They're supposed to send us a case of these now.
Oh, really? Okay. Good.
I got an email from the guy that, the distributing
Did
company.
they?
Yeah. Is it, I guess it's Radica that makes these. How'd I turn it on again? Is it yes?
Yes.
All right. Somebody give me something that's feasible, but not that common. Platypus isn't that common.
No. I'm trying to think.
All right. Hang on before you say it. I'm going to put it in this bag.
What was that?
All right.
It doesn't listen to
Just hurry and tell me.
Air freshener can. Air freshener.
Air freshener?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like they gain password. And the password is.
All right. Yes. Do we call this mineral?
No.
Still other. Mm-hmm. Okay. Here we go. Here's the thing that I don't get. Is it flat? No. Is it asks a lot of the same questions over and over. How does it ask the same questions and come up with
Something different.
Can you use it daily? Yes. Yeah. How do you come up with platypus or booger or the breast milk thing? Does it bring joy to people?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Trey did highlighter yesterday.
That's odd.
Does it contain a liquid?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I know almost everything. Question 6. Is it usually colorful?
No.
Okay. See, these are a lot of the same questions you hear over and over. How does it?
Same, yeah.
Could it be found in a classroom? Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. Unless these are the basic questions, but I haven't seen any. Can you put something into it?
No.
No.
Okay. Can you play with it? No?
No.
Do you hold it when you use it? Yes. Does it help accomplish tasks? Yes?
Sometimes.
I'd say no.
Well, the task.
The task is to... I'm going to put sometimes. Does it go inside of other things? No. I don't understand how all these questions lead up to something else, and then from that, can you smell it? Yes. And then it ferrets out from there.
Freaky accuracy.
Would you find it in an office? Sometimes. Can it cheer you up?
I'd say no.
Okay. I will ask a few more questions before I win. Question 16. Is it found on a desk?
Sometimes.
Okay. Question 17. Was it used over 100 years ago?
No.
Okay. That's one that you don't see too
That's
often,
a good
100
question.
years.
Yeah.
Can it affect you? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Question 19. Can you enjoy it? Yes?
I'd say yes.
Yes.
Okay. Question 20. Is it used in travel? No?
No.
Okay. I'm thinking. I've got it. Is it correction fluid? No. See, it seems like the more we jack with this, the more
lesser,
yeah,
less chances of getting it right.
Do you open and close it? No?
Sometimes.
No.
But then Trey did it off the air yesterday, got a highlighter.
Yeah.
Would you use it in the dark? I'm going to put no. Is it something you bring along? Sometimes?
No, I'd say no.
No?
It's normally wherever it is you are.
All right. Is it made of metal? No. I forget. Does it normally stop about 25?
Yep.
All right. Is it hard? No. I'm thinking. I will guess again. Here it comes. It's a lotion. It's not going to get that one.
Okay.
How is it could come up with platypus and it misses air freshener?
I don't know. Booger. Yeah, we ask a lot of the same questions.
Says you win. Oh, hang on, because sometimes it'll jack with you.
Just joking.
Yeah, let me try again. No. Okay. All right. We need a break. Do you have time to hear JD's song first?
2 minutes. That's how long it lasts.
Kind of behind.
Is it a heavy day?
It's a medium to heavy day.
No. All right. Dan, I don't want to take any of these.
Got a couple of places where you can still get the 20 Qs that aren't sold out. Someone that saw the wonderful billboard.
Oh, all right. Hang on. Yes, Dave.
Hey, Russ, I work at the Louisville Walmart off of Main Street, and they at least got about 100 of those things left.
Okay.
Yeah, we got about 100 of them. There's some on the shelf and some in a big, huge box. We got a ton of those things.
Are you at the store now, or you just...
I'm on break right now. I work at the Louisville Walmart.
All right. Where is that one? Is that on 35?
35 and Main Street in Louisville.
All right. Let me know if you get a run on them.
All right, Russ.
All right, call us back.
Take care, buddy.
Okay. Hi, David. David.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David,
Yeah.
what are you waiting on me to say?
All right, yeah, I just,
That happens often enough. You just wonder.
Yeah, how do you normally handle the telephone? Somebody picks up and says hello? Yeah.
That doesn't just happen every once in a while, though. That's like once a week. Yeah.
Well, and
David.
I check and I make sure that, nothing's feeding into the phone that, because sometimes things will feed into the phone I don't know.
Right.
So that'll confuse them. This one was fine.
Yeah.
David. What do you want? Yeah.
It's David.
Yes, Allison.
Hey, I was just thinking of a place that most guys might not normally think of. I got mine at Kohl's a couple of weeks ago.
What do Kohl's sell? Is it clothes?
Clothes.
Why would they have those there?
I don't know. They just have little games and kind of back by the kids' toys and stuff, back by the cards is where I got mine.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like the department stores have little knick-knack gifts, especially this time of year.
How long have you been playing with that?
A couple of weeks. It's guessed some weird stuff. It guessed a bullet and a beer bottle and just a weird off-the-wall stuff.
Okay. All right, thanks. I don't get booger. I don't get the breast milk. I don't get that chick getting platypus or a tray with a highlighter yesterday.
How can you? Yeah.
But then it'll miss something like air freshener.
Yeah, something.
Unless I'm not answering some of the questions right.
No.
But I don't know how you adjust some of those. Maybe sometimes you use the because I'm not using the unknown button.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's got unknown, yes, no, and sometimes, right? Okay. They said they were sending me a desktop model. Do you know what that one looks like?
There's like a flat one. It's like flat. It looks kind of like a glasses case. It's about that big.
Oh,
I saw that one.
They called it a big screen desktop.
I don't know.
Okay.
Didn't see those.
All right. Dan, you just tell them to hold on. We'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. To the Russ Martin Show. Hey!
How far off are the city appraisals than realistically that you'd get from an appraiser?
Sometimes they are.
Because it shows this building, land, and the building at about 500 and under 600,000.
Sometimes they can be so incredibly off, you would be shocked.
100%. I mean, could the building be worth over $1 million?
I think they're probably way off on the land. Building, I think they're actually being fairly generous.
Okay, well, if you balance it out, then maybe 600,000 is about right. They got 369 for the land, 207. This building is such a turd. Oh, I know. 207 for the building.
Yeah, 750. Probably a pretty good estimate. Now, the one thing I don't know is, if you bought it, would you, are you buying the equipment, buying everything in it, or just the shell?
All I want is the equipment to be able to send the show to wherever it is that they're going. As long as we got this studio, and, I'm going to leave that up to them. You want the show or not? Because we're going to do it in this building. You want to get it to you? Work it out for yourself.
It's your own problem.
I mean, they'll strip the towers out and the STL and all the other stuff that goes along with that, but then they can run they get the signal from a ISDN line or something. What is it, Dan?
I was just going to ask, is 207 for the building, does that seem a little high? Or is that just...
Yeah, that's what Trey said.
Okay. I'm just thinking of all the mold and... everything else we've put up with in 3.5 years here.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody bought this land. They just raise the building and start over. Throw up some big aluminum shed like the rest of these industrial buildings.
Yeah.
Which would be next to nothing, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is really a warehouse district.
And the best part about all of it is I don't gotta dick around every day to find a place to park.
Nope, you wouldn't.
Chloe, did you get both your cars out of the lot?
I got one of them out. One of them's here, one of them's at home.
Oh, all right. Are you sure?
If you can find both my vehicles, I'll give you $1,000.
Is one of them hidden up here?
No. No, I'm serious. No, I got my car's at home, my truck is here.
Okay.
There's some broken down cars.
Whose car's not running?
I don't know. There's a gold car. I don't know whose it is. It's backed in. It's been sitting there for about...
The one with the dent in the fender?
Yeah, I think so.
Why is it they do that? Or why is it people bring cars up here and let them sit long term?
They've been doing that forever.
Well, the reason I was
the guy
doing...
who has 3 or 4 cars, I think it was last summer. One of them sat here all summer.
Yeah.
Before we had the extension of the parking lot.
What is it, Chloe?
One of the reasons I was keeping 2 cars here because our cars in our neighborhood get broken into. So, but I'm getting with your buddy Tyson. He's going to take care of my alarm on my car, so it's all good.
All right.
I don't understand why they don't clear out. I mean, how long the trailer's been there since moved over here? The old Live 105.3.
I don't know which one. I thought they got rid of that one.
I thought it was still there.
It's Cedar Hill.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that's gone.
Oh, maybe it's the stage. It's stage.
Well, they still use that one. All right, what audio was I going to listen to?
Song?
Oh. And Gavin's not due back for a half hour. What cut?
Cut number 11.
Oh.
If you had somebody who said, you know what, I start drinking at 3:45 in the afternoon, what would you say to them?
What do you wait?
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop.
So how things there in Suck City?
Mistletoe home where you can see every couple child.
Well, nobody wants to be poor. If they did, everybody would be doing it.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit.
I know if I had a hot sister, I'd wear her panties.
Later we'll have some pumpkin pie.
What is that from?
You were talking to Amy and asked her if she'd ever walked in on her brother in the tub with himself, and then came around asking if he'd ever worn any of her clothes.
All right.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit.
I know if I had a hot sister, I'd wear her panties.
Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling.
I bet you were a little jewel.
You will get a sentimental feeling.
So let me ask you, has your husband killed himself yet?
Voices singing, let me join.
Suck it! Suck all.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday.
Lady, you don't know from Cramps.
Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
I've given you foreplay before.
You give me foreplay. Are you serious?
We have foreplay.
Oh, okay. So let me get this straight so make sure I have this definition correctly. You telling me to spit on it? This foreplay?
You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let
No, I don't say this to be ugly.
the halls with fire.
Are you really that damn stupid?
Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday.
I still can't believe nobody ever calls the cops on us.
Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Fist me, Jesus, fist me, fist me, fist me, fist me.
Well, that just tied it all together nicely.
Is that from a sermon?
Yeah. You went off.
Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Fist me, Jesus, fist me, fist me, fist me, fist me.
Very nice.
It's always fun. It's an annual tradition.
All right. Oh, hang on before we get started. Rob, did you keep that email from Elsa Ramon's husband?
I'm going to have to search for it.
Did Rob tell you about this?
No. What do we get?
You know how her husband was nutty when they lived here?
I do remember that. Twisted off at you over something.
Yeah, it didn't make any difference.
No.
But he, after the show, he calls up, and it sounds like he's toasted, and he wants an apology. He wants it right then.
I remember that.
And she decides to leave Channel 5. They move to Florida.
Okay.
And somehow, I got on his email list. I got an email today clumped together with a bunch of other people, and he's nutted out.
What's he done?
See if Rob still has it. Because I told Rob to see if he could get a hold of Elsa. We find out
What happened?
Yeah.
What's he on? I have ratings information, by the way.
Huh?
I have ratings information that came in today, if you care.
Do I? You're going to ruin the holidays?
I'll just hang on to it.
Are you jacking me?
No, actually, it's good news. You want to read it?
Not great news.
It's stupid news. Look at that front number.
This purple one?
Mm-hmm.
Men 18 plus. Why does this happen?
I don't.
Can I see?
How stupid is it? Because you got that evil laugh going.
All right, I'll give you the. Okay, this is 2554. Is this all of it? What you just handed me?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, persons 2554. We were number one with a 7.7 share. The next closest station has a 4.8. Ticket has a 4.0. Persons 2554. Okay, all right. Well, where's the rest of it?
That's all they get.
Normally you get 18. Don't you get 1834 with the trends? Mm-hmm. The in-between book numbers?
You should.
Where'd you get these?
Rob just handed them to me before the show.
Oh. And men 18 plus. Okay. Number 5 is KBFB. What are they now?
The Beat. 979.
Boogity? All right. Men 18 plus, they have a 4.2 share, good for 5th place. The Eagle. It's now, what do they call it?
Preciosa.
La Preciosa? They're in 4th place now.
Jesus.
With a 4.4. They went from, let's see, back when it was English speaking. When did they change formats? Was it summer?
It's been about 4 months, maybe 5.
I almost would say they killed that near in the middle of the spring, or into spring, I think.
That long ago?
I think so.
Right before the
summer book, I thought, yeah.
Okay, well, let me go back. That would have been May? June?
Yeah. Go from May.
Okay. They were in 22nd place back in June with a 1.7 share. Now they're in 4th place, men 18 plus, with a 4.4 share.
It's unbelievable.
Number 3 is WBAP. Make sure. Yeah, these are all afternoon numbers. BAP is number 3 with a 6.8. Number 2 is the Ticket with a 7.1. And at number 1 is this show with an 11.5 share.
Got that one coming.
I know that. That's for November. Because you can do this in one of two ways. You can do the 3-month rolling average, or you can do it month by month. August, we had a 7.6 share, good for number 2. September, we had an 8.8 share, good for number 1. These are all 18-plus men numbers. October, we had a 7.9 share, good for number 1. And then this month, it was 11.5. Yes, Rob?
found it, but my computer just froze up, so I got to shut it down, and I'll get it in a minute.
All right. Did you find Elsa?
Yes, sir, I did.
Do you have her number?
Yes, sir, I do.
Can I have that now? Or is that on your computer?
It's on my computer.
All right, I'll wait. And he didn't just send this to me. He sent it to a lot of people that she works with. And I think people back here in Dallas. He sent it out. It looked like it was 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, Lord.
Miami, I think it's Florida time.
Well, that's a bad time to ever send anything, but it wasn't aimed at you then. It was in general.
No, I don't even know why I'm on the email list unless he went and pulled all the addresses out of her computer and sent it to everybody that she knows. That had to be the way that she got it, or the way that he got it.
It'd have to.
All right, hold on. I don't want to start news. I want that letter. What else can we do while we're waiting?
20 questions.
No, I'm not doing that again. It's missed the last few times that I've done it. Yes, John.
Hey, I'm out here on 75 right before Forest, and they've got the billboard of something with the devil with...
All right, thanks. What are you holding?
Oh, this is last year's.
How long is it?
Song. It's about 2.5.
All right. What did you use last year?
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
All right. Which one do you like better, this one or the other one?
I kind of liked last year's. You seemed angrier.
Lady. You're getting hysterical. You can't handle the pressure of this phone call. What makes you think you can handle the pressure of this job?
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Sorry, you're out, Gash.
With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling
I'm speaking to you in a calm voice, just so you understand. Shut up!
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
You're really a f***ing ass.
It's the happiest season of all.
She's the one tried to get out of the truck.
With those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call.
Hey, I ain't got no time for you and your hormones. What do you want?
The happiest season of all.
I'm going to beat his ass when he gets up here. We got any hammers?
There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow.
I'm not jacking with you.
There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago.
I would consider it a personal favor if you'd strangle yourself.
The most wonderful time.
You better have an iron-lined stomach to deal with me on a daily basis.
There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones
Lady,
need.
you're getting hysterical.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
I like it when Gail loses it. It really sounds like a room of hyenas now. Let's walk it off.
There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago.
You want to hear the rest of the song? You want to hear Elsa's letter from her husband? Deal with the letter?
Do the letter,
Yeah,
and
Elsa.
then, then do the rest of the song. It's got a great ending.
Does it? I'll listen to it now.
I think I'm going to cry. That was beautiful.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
We're the ones that make your paycheck. We didn't
No, you don't.
There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when
I've checked my check many times, and bitch ain't signed on it anywhere.
most wonderful
My kid, the first time he would bow up and go,
most wonderful time.
I can take you. Oh, you can.
Most wonderful time.
Well, let me show you something. I got you for
I'd like to speak with your superior.
Right now, my superior is drunk on the beach in Cancun. I guess you picked a bad day to be a bitch. All right. Is that the guy from Walmart? Hi, Dave.
Hey, Russ, this is Super Dave at Louisville Walmart. What's going on, man?
Yeah.
People are going nuts up here. People are like, are you Dave? I'm like, there they are. We got a whole buggy full of them. People are going crazy.
Did you mark them up?
No. They're $9.76, but we're going to wipe. I mean, we got a whole bin full of them. I keep filling the peg full, and people are going crazy.
Today's the day for prices to start
Yeah,
raising.
I know, exactly. But nah, sell them at regular price. We'll blow out of them, you know.
How many did you guys get?
I don't know. We've had like this whole bin full of them. So I saw them when I got here this morning. I'm like, God, all these places are wiped out. We got them, man.
Well, the thing is, you'll walk past it. It's about the size of a Dunkin' Yo-Yo, and it just says 20 questions on it.
Yeah.
Who thinks to pick it up and see what it does?
Exactly. Yeah, so I went over there. People are like, where is that thing? Are you Dave? And I said, yeah, right here, man. They're like, that's what it is? I'm like, yeah, go ahead and get it. People are grabbing like, oh, get one for all my kids, grabbing all of them.
All right.
I mean, we still got a ton left. I mean, people can still come up here, but, you know, people keep coming in and grabbing them.
All right.
So thanks a lot, man. The power of the Martin.
Thanks for the help.
All right, Russ.
All right. How we doing, Chloe? All right. This, what was her husband's first name?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
This says it's from Michael. Seems like that's right.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. He sent it to people all throughout the NBC chain. Some of these. This says mom and dad. So I guess it also went to Elsa's mom and dad.
Got to come out. Yeah, you're right. Got to come out of her address book. Wow.
To everyone. First of all, I don't know if this is really him. And I don't really care.
Right.
To everyone, I am sorry for emailing you as a group, but when you have been lied to and cheated on, you do these things. How long before we need a break?
About 5 minutes.
All right. I was going to milk it through the break. That's too long. I would like to say to the friends of mine, sorry. Elsa has lied and cheated and taken my daughter away to a place I cannot see her.
Timestamp was what again?
4:44 a.m.
All right.
Based on a voicemail I heard tonight, she must, or I would assume, has something going on with some guy, and it has the guy's name, who worked at NBC in Dallas. I cannot confirm it, but if you heard the message, you would understand. I thought we were working things out, but I guess her agent, Adam, gave her advice that was to hire... There's a lot of grammatical stuff in here. Elsa's 2 attorneys to check my every move. I would suggest that you email her as of and am her phone. I don't know what that means. Will not be working, at least under my name. As, then it's the guy's name that supposedly she was fooling around with in Dallas, said, I miss you and I can't wait to see you. I guess Elsa is not always working. So I'm done. Not to bother with anyone anymore. Have a great holiday season. It's got his name and all his phone numbers.
Lose your mind. It's up to everybody that she knows, your family.
Looks like he sent it to 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it looks like about 20 people. Family, friends, NBC affiliates.
And you.
And, yeah, why am I there?
Again, he probably just got them all out of her address book, and you happen to be in there.
Did he send it to the guy here in Dallas that he suspected of her fooling around with?
Let me look.
Because that'd be funny.
Yes, second on the list. Rob.
Yeah.
Did you get a hold of Elsa?
Voicemail.
Yeah. What'd she say when you talked to her earlier today?
Her husband's a nut.
Did she say all this was real, or did she add anything to it?
She hadn't seen it or heard of it, but she said she was sure that those people on the list, a lot of those are family members and things like that that are on the email header. So she was getting ready to go to a shoot. She's actually working in L.A. now. She said she'd call me back.
I thought she was in Florida. She moved from Florida to L.A.?
I think he's in Florida, but she's in L.A.
Oh. Well, when she said she was leaving Channel 5, she said she wanted to go 2 different places, either Miami or L.A. Maybe she tricked him.
Go to Miami.
Yeah, we're going to Miami. I'm going to finish packing, and I'm right behind you.
Well, that's from what it sounds like. It says that she's taken their daughter.
Yeah.
So
Elsa's lied and cheated and taken my daughter away to a place I cannot see her. Based on a voicemail I heard tonight, she must, or I would assume, has something going on with some guy named blank blank who worked at NBC in Dallas. I can't confirm it, but if you heard the message, you would understand. As he said, I miss you and I can't wait to see you. Oh, here's her phone number at the top of it.
Awful of him.
Please enter your account code followed by the pound key.
What is it?
42. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 661. 9 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Elsa, it's Russ, Dallas. Call me back on the hotline when you get this. Has my little queen of the chickens been getting some cock?
Very nice.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. They leave. Other shows follow. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
Call Russ, who is impervious to all that surrounds him. Now at 214-787-1053.
Is that Robert? No. Yes, Robert.
Hey, boss.
Yes, sir.
You let the area code slip on her voicemail. Do you want me to tell you where that is?
Sure.
Take me off the air.
Well, they're not going to be able to find her. What is it?
661's Bakersfield, California.
Okay. Well, then I guess that's where she is.
Just not quite in Los Angeles, but close enough.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
She never really came out and said that there was problems, but she kind of danced around it.
Did she?
Yeah.
Private, obviously not on the air because I don't remember any of it.
No.
Well, he's made it public.
Well, and as upset as he got at you that day, kind of had a sense that they were already on thin ice.
Yeah, because he got twisted. He wasn't twisted about anything, hitting on her, the queen of the chickens, none of that. It was because something was confusing to him on the air. We were talking about when it wasn't it. No. I'm all right. I'm getting two things. We were making fun of him because he was having to carry around the kid at the police fire parade. She had him wearing the papoose thing,
right,
with a kid hanging on the front. That pissed him off.
Made fun of him.
He got pissed off about something before. We were talking about Elsa's ex-husband.
That is correct.
Who turned out to be gay. He's getting phone calls about it because people thought it was him. He's pissed off at me about that.
Just get all over his bad side.
Then he for whatever reason, he includes... I think I lost a page. An email from somebody at Channel 5 talking about the ratings. Congratulations. I thought there was going to be something on here, like emails back and forth between Elsa and this guy. Congratulations to all for a very hard-fought and successful rating sweep. We were once again successful in continuing our 4-year run of being the market's #1 10 p.m. newscast. KX. Yeah, okay, so this is Dallas, all KXAS employees.
Do we know the person she's allegedly having an affair with?
I don't. Let me turn the mics off and I'll tell you. You have?
I have. I've heard that name.
Let me turn the mics back off. What does he do? Yeah, those are normally the ones that get it.
Mm-hmm. Reminder for you, Gavin should be here any moment.
Oh, you call. This is going to work out even better because he's twisted because his day's been... Okay, what are you doing?
I'm right around the corner.
It's almost 5 o'clock.
No, it's more toward 4:30 right now.
You're late.
I know. I was stuck in traffic. The weather.
Okay. How about if I just start showing up at 4:40, 5 o'clock every day? Man, I'm stuck in traffic. Things came up. I had a meeting. I don't have time to be in the building when I'm supposed to be.
Ross, I always schedule my meetings. I try to schedule my meetings around the show. This was one meeting that could not be changed.
So the Dallas Stars are more important than this show.
That's not true at all.
Where are you?
I'm right around the corner.
Okay. Where were you at 3 o'clock?
I was in the middle of a meeting.
With?
The Dallas Stars.
Who obviously are more important than this show.
That's not true at all. Every once in a while, I have to go out on these.
What if what if I needed something at 3 o'clock? I'd like to have the ratings. All I got is bits and pieces of it.
And I understand, and I thought I got you an alternative for the ratings, but I guess I didn't, and I apologize for that.
Had you been here, I could have gone to you and got it corrected immediately. But because the Dallas Stars are more important than this show, you weren't here.
That's not true at all.
Where were you at 3 o'clock?
I know, and I even told them. I told them. I said, I'm going to get in trouble for not being there.
Why was this a promotional type meeting?
Yeah.
Why wasn't your promotions director there?
Because he's on vacation. They left it on.
Say it again.
He's on vacation. People are allowed to take vacation.
That and Gavin probably wanted it for this station.
Yeah.
And it's very tiring promoting other stations with the time off.
Yeah. Jeff comes back. I got the Stars hooked up with the bone.
Yeah. Be huge.
Yeah.
Have a few days off.
Yeah. Yeah, setting up promotions for other stations. That's a lot of driving involved.
Quit it.
Could I office over there?
That's in the past.
How long has Jeff been a promotions director?
How long is he?
Yes.
4 years.
Okay. And he doesn't know that you're not really supposed to promote other radio stations?
I understand that. We went over that, and we've corrected it.
What did he say when you asked him about it?
Hey, that's a personnel issue.
It's a what?
I don't want to get into what was said and what wasn't said. I mean, he didn't do much talking.
Did the G-Man have a monologue?
Yes.
What did you say?
I just said it was absolutely against my programming philosophy, and I knew nothing about it. It'd be one thing if I knew about it, but I didn't know anything about it.
So, if you had known about it, you would have let him promote an Edge event?
No, absolutely not. We're not in the business, no. And it's even more embarrassing when I see someone from the edge, like I did this weekend. They tap me on the shoulder and say, thanks for promoting our event. You know how embarrassing that is?
Hold on. Yes, Rob?
Birds in the basket.
Oh. Are you here?
Yes. I'm coming. Just gotta grab my laptop and everything.
So is this going to be a recurring problem? We're going to have to start worrying about recycle or scheduling our events around maybe something that KZPS is having?
No. We're going to have an awesome white trash party. All our events are going to be great.
This is going to work out even better. He'll be on the phone as he walks into his office. Find out we turned it into a closet. There's nothing hanging there but clothes and jackets.
Just jackets. Shirts.
You in the building yet?
I'm coming right now. It's cold outside. You want me to come in the studio?
Now drop the stuff off in your office and come on in here. There he is.
I told you that I had a meeting, too.
I understand. I just figured this show doesn't carry much weight with you anymore.
It's not. It carries so much weight. It's ridiculous. What the? You answer me. No way.
You gotta be answering me, man! No! Oh my God! You gotta be kidding me!
Why don't you hang up your jacket, Gavin?
I almost ran into the wall. Oh God!
We figure you're not using the office anymore. We might as well just turn it into a closet.
Well, you got him to cuss, and he used
I did not cuss. I said funked up.
Oh. We hit the delay
That's not
anyway.
what it sounded like.
Yeah.
But where's the jar? Because I'm about to. It's unbelievable. God! How'd you do that?
You don't use it anymore. You never hear. You're at KRLD, or you're hanging out with your buddies at the Dallas Stars.
That's not true at all. One meeting.
Why don't you go hang up your coat? There's a place for your shoes on the left.
I'm so respected over the other building.
Why? I believe some of the people over at KRLD, Rob, weren't some of them in on this?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you get me the names and get me the names. Please. I'm begging you.
Who'd you have the meetings with over there today?
Well, I had my regular show meetings.
Who was it, Rob?
Scott helped us out.
Who was Scott?
Someone looking for a job.
Well, who's Scott?
What does he do?
Scott Robb, the producer.
Whose show does he produce?
Jay and Ernie's.
Okay.
12 to 1 o'clock deal.
Yeah. We had to have you out of the building for at least 3 hours. We didn't know how long it was going to take them to turn that into a closet.
Were the stars in on this?
Yeah.
No, they weren't.
Yeah.
No, they were not!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Oh! I'm canceling my tickets.
You should never doubt the power that you wield.
We had to make sure you were going to be out of the building well after 3 o'clock, just in case they were running behind. You going to go hang your coat up or not? I think they made it that if you ran straight in, I'm not kidding, if you ran straight into the wall, the sheetrock would bust and you could get into your office.
No, but last time I did that, I did damage to my door.
There's nothing behind that. They put a shell in there, and it's the closet, and right behind the shell is the rest of the office. Not like we filled it up with concrete. That's a spring book.
God. I don't know what to say. Well done.
Go out there and run into the back wall. They're supposed to have scored it so it just breaks away. You got to hit it pretty hard, though. And here he goes. He's getting his running start. I lied.
You see, he fell. He never got around to scoring it.
What is it?
I think the 2x4 fell on him.
Oh, no. Is he all right?
He's not getting up.
Is he all right?
What's the matter, Gavin? What happened?
Don't run into walls.
Yeah. This ain't the cartoons. Crazy rabbit.
Paint a tunnel on the back of it.
Yeah. In case you're hungry, there's some Acme birdseed in there in the corner. Is that O'Malley? I can't tell where the camera is. Oh, he got caught in a hole.
Oh,
he didn't.
God.
He couldn't make. He didn't make it all the way through the sheetrock, so it was half in, half out. Yeah, he's got sheetrock all over his body. What happened, Dan?
He tried to get up, but he ended up falling back through the wall. And then I pointed out that, Chloe and I, when we decorated the closet, there's a nice bike helmet right there on the wall. I told him he should have used that to, careen through it.
Did he make it all the way through?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did they really score it?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Rob's got video.
Of it running through the wall?
Yeah.
I may have to sell this one. Normally we've been setting these up for free. This one I may have to milk one more time.
At least sell the part where he crashed us through the wall, because he got the video also when Gavin got here, but yeah.
All right.
Sell it to the cartoon channel.
Yeah. How long before we need a break?
It's 8 minutes.
I want to go see what he did. Load up a break. Yes, Evan?
Hey, I just was wondering if that was the same Scott Robb that Craddock fired. Because if it is, his show's doomed.
Is it the same guy?
Sure it is.
Anybody know? Is it not, Cliff? Oh.
Sounds familiar.
We don't know. Thanks, though. Was that the name of Craddock's last producer?
Yeah, and then
Yes.
he was producer of...
He was over KBIL, wasn't he, for a while?
Yeah, the Terry King's thing.
Extravaganza?
Okay. Well, then that's probably him since it's the same company now.
They moved him over.
You ready, Chloe? Yes. All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
Who's impervious to all that surrounds him. Now, at 214-787-1053.
You guys see the video?
I did, yes.
Hi, Mark. Told Mark Davis he could come by and hang out. Is your last day on the air, is that tomorrow?
That would be today. I'm done.
Okay.
I am out. I'm finished. This is my last radio appearance of 2005.
Which part of Gavin's office?
Just for anybody who thought this was theater of the mind, it's all a bit. They don't really do these things. I got granulated wall on my shoes.
Did you get here after he ran through the wall?
No, I heard that on 114 on coming down the highway, coming down Stemmons.
Would you like to see it?
I just see what?
Of the video.
Oh, dude, sure. Is that do it? Okay.
Hold on.
Thanks for sacrificing the whole show so I could see this for.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay.
Here's his reaction.
Where will this appear? Well, here, and there. You're going to show me the thing?
I'm going to turn it around.
Okay, thank you.
This is right as he's walking into his office.
It sounded spectacular. Okay, hang on. All right, here he is. All right, you have this on a tripod or something? No, here he comes. There he goes, and bam. Oh, sweet Lord. Oh, that is so great. Well, I mean, did you know the camera was on him?
No.
Well, the camera's just square pointing at the back of him. I mean, how does he...
We stick it over here in O'Malley's studio, and it shoots out that way.
They're very good.
So you never see it.
I thought maybe there'd be some level of suspicion, with a video camera.
Well,
it's like in my office.
He was also on the cell phone with me, so he wasn't paying attention to anything else.
Multitasking, not thinking about it.
And the guys from GA, the construction company, they got here when?
That I don't know. Rob knows what time they got here. I know when I got here, they were working hard at it.
Okay.
They had Dustin, one of his guys, were working on the office, and then another guy was working on the closet.
We all have, obviously, other massive things going on here in the building, construction-wise.
Rob's redoing his office.
So was it just a matter of borrowing them and saying, dudes, if you got 3 free hours, we got the prank of all pranks like that?
We use them all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
They're the ones that covered up his office before when we made it vanish.
They're the go-to pranksters for a construction project.
Right.
Large and small. That's just wonderful.
So we had to set up meetings for Gavin throughout his day.
Yeah.
To keep him out of here. So you had, we set up a meeting with their midday show.
Wouldn't that naturally, now that he's running programming, wouldn't that naturally happen? I mean, so you called them and said, you guys need to call Gavin over there. And, they said, okay.
We have questions. And, if Gavin's, anybody ever asked Gavin for his opinion, he's going to pee himself and go and meet with somebody. So he did that. We had Lee Harris, the assistant program director for here, go over to KLLI about 12:30, said, hey, I want to tour the building. Man. That kept him tied up for an hour. Then the Dallas Stars set up a meeting at, was it 2:15?
About 2:15, yeah.
Yeah. And that kept him busy for another couple hours.
For this.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know how long it was going to take him to convert that into a coat closet.
And how long was the elapsed time on the construction project?
An hour?
Tops.
Yeah, I think it actually had the closet finished in like 45 minutes.
It's masterful. I mean, I got stuff I got to do at the house. Can I have them for 3-4 hours?
Yeah, I'm having them do stuff at my house.
Why not, man? Speaking of your house, unbelievable ice sculpture pictures. My life is shallower not having been able to make the
where were you Saturday night?
Well, in-laws. I was in Lamar County because the holiday month has been weird, and so some things had to be rescheduled of what weekends we were going to be in town and what weekends we were not going to be in town, and blah blah blah. So that was that.
So, how were your trends today?
They were quite nice, thank you. They're all vague in the trend fashion because, I am 1 hour of morning drive and 2 hours of midday, so you have to extrapolate that a little bit.
Yeah, you can't break it down till you actually get the entire ratings period in.
The whole book, which will be the 18th of next month, I believe.
I believe so.
Yeah, because the book itself ended Wednesday of last week. So that's kind of, why is that so slow? Is it just holiday stuff? I mean, we're getting trends now for essentially for a month ago.
Well, it's always a month behind.
Always takes a month.
But I think everybody just shuts down this time of year. Maybe they figure that nobody responds to any type of ratings questions.
Do they ever anyway? Really, in any way that we can ever trust?
I don't care.
Are you? Well, you know what? Whatever system they're using, I'm happy and you're happy. So
here.
Are you a fan of the people meter? The thing that just knows what individuals are listening to just electronically by attaching some thing to their hip bone?
Will I still turn up there in the ratings? It's the one highlighted in purple.
I imagine that it is. I expect that you will. I think generally, I think the people meter, if we get to that, and we probably will.
Now, Arbitron is doing this.
Yes.
Okay.
They're in bed with the people meter technology.
Well, you know what?
I think that high-rated programs will wind up even more highly rated.
Possibly.
And low-rated programs will be even more abandoned. because
I'm surprised it's taken them this long to get around to it because television's been using the people metering thing for years, the Nielsen's.
Yeah, but the Nielsen box doesn't always know exactly what you're doing and doesn't always know who's in the room.
No, it just knows the TV's on. Well, they calculate television as, what is it, 1.5?
Yes.
People per television?
Per television
Or is it
song.
2.5? I forgot when we were doing television. If you had 18,000 viewers, or 18,000 households, I think they count that as 2.5 people per household. So you take 18,000 and multiply that, it's 2.5. And that's how they get the number of people.
The people meter for television it'll be literally attached to you because they realize that one other thing that Nielsen never does is, you ever go watch TV at somebody else's house? Hey, come on over, let's watch 24. Right. Hey, come on over, let's watch the Cowboys. Well, it's not at your house. That's a lost human being. That person, for all intents and purposes, is not in fact watching that show.
Well, I also think
the people meter it'll pick up whatever you watch wherever you go. Somebody else's house, you're watching a show, it will log it.
Well, and now if they do the people thing for radio, if you walk into a convenience store and they've got this show on or your show, you get credit for it.
6 or 8 minutes or whatever.
I'm going to start badgering every store I'm in.
Yeah.
I know I'm only here for a pack of gum, but would you mind,
Yeah.
Card.
How about if I just lay this people meter down by your radio?
Hey, would that be a bad thing?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hi, Stacy.
Hello.
Yes?
I was just wondering, this morning, I only caught half of it, but on 106, Big Al Mack apparently admitted that he was a deadbeat dad and hadn't seen or done anything with his kid in like 14 years, and he just met him recently.
I thought I told you guys that about 5-6 months ago.
You did?
I don't know, but I just heard it, and callers were calling in and yelling at him and everything, but I didn't know if anybody had brought it up to you yet.
No, I knew that. We ran a background check 5-6 months ago. I think he was having to go back to court because they were trying to get extra cash out of him for child support.
Well, I was just thinking that maybe you could adopt his kid the way Craddock came and adopted yours for Christmas.
Hold on. What does that mean?
The little kid we gave the bike to, Cody. He kind of adopted him after that and took him to Disney World.
Oh, F that. Dan, where did you guys say that you saw Big Al today?
I was going to say with what Stacy just said, Big Al really didn't seem that broken up about everything today on the elliptical at Larry North.
Well, the cardio heals the pain. Well, I knew nothing about this. I knew nothing about that.
Yeah, he walks in and...
Did he know who you guys were? Were both you guys there? You and Chloe?
Yeah, as I got there, Chloe was just leaving, and he told me, guess who's here? And he told me that Al was there. I don't think Al recognized me, but he's seen Chloe before. So I think he...
Did he say anything to you, Chloe?
Actually, I was at the water, which was about maybe 20 feet away from where he was at. I overheard the conversation between him and the lady just as he got on the elliptical. And she was like, hey, where you been? Where you been? Da-da-da. He goes, I've been working. And he yelled out, you haven't been working. And he just kind of smiled and did the half-ass laugh. And that was pretty much about it, though.
But did he know it was you?
Yeah, he recognized me. He knew it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
What led you to have the passion 6 months ago to out Al in this way?
Hold on. Oh, somebody came to us with the information. They said he's going to court. They're trying to get extra money out of him. They didn't think he had paid for his kid since it was born.
Which would be how long ago?
16, 17 years?
Teenager, yeah. God.
Yeah.
That's some cash.
This one about Mark?
Delightful.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, Wes.
Yeah?
How's your vasectomy scars?
Fine.
Hey, by the way, Mark, you sound totally different on FM.
Just processing-wise or what?
I can hear you if I'm inside a building or under a bridge. Anyway,
thank you. Very good.
ask Mark about his dump button situation, Russ.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
I'll gladly pull the curtain back for that, man.
What happened?
All right. Pretty good. It's about a 60-second story.
You don't have 60 seconds.
Okay, then. Well, you're right. All right, here we go.
All right, go ahead.
I forget what time, 10-something. And, like most days, it's what's the latest on the war. And I go to a guy, and it begins fairly conventionally. Hey, Mark, thanks for, what you do and supporting the troops and talking up the war effort and supporting the president, blah, blah, blah. Maybe after the story.
All right.
And in what I have to appreciate is a fairly clever turn, he says, yeah, Mark, I think it's great that you've helped bring to light what's really going on in the war. 2,000 of our boys coming home in body bags, WMD stories that didn't in fact happen. He gave me like a 10-item list of things that critics could just say about the war. And it really was...
Were any of them accurate? In a gray area?
A couple of them are things that people could have valid disagreements about, like the civil liberties arguments that we're in the middle of right now with the surveillance.
Got it.
But some of them were just outright, BS Cindy Sheehan index cards. So as he began this, I kind of let him go for about a minute. I said, you know something? Sit tight. I actually have to show some appreciation for your craftiness. And he said, well, I kind of had to do this because in the censorship environment and, with calls being... I said, stop it right there. You have no idea how I conduct this show. If you'd had the guts to tell Jeff, my producer, that, to say, hey, I want to tell Mark that he's full of it about the war, you probably would have gotten on a lot quicker, you moron. I love, conflict. I live for it. So he finally got around to some of the issues, and I won't bore you with the details of that. That's fairly predictable war talk between someone who supports it and someone who doesn't.
Got it.
Finally got down to the golden payoff question, because it had gotten pretty ugly, then kind of calm, pretty ugly, then kind of calm. Finally said, well, all these things that I feel, I'm a vet. I knew it was coming. Did you serve? Moment of context. God bless anybody who has served. It doesn't make you right about the war. It doesn't make you right about any war. Wesley Clark served. Jimmy Carter served. And they're idiots. So excuse me. So I said, well, no. Instantly. F you. F you. F you. An idiot that I am, I think I can hit the dump and still preserve this guy because I'm actually having a good time. This is the most fascinating call I've taken in weeks.
If it gets to that point, you got to cut that one free.
I know, and I have so little experience with people who are that psychopathic. So had to hit the dump. And
how many times you hit it?
Well,
do you have the same kind we have in here?
Well, once takes you immediately live, so that's pretty well it. And after that,
that's all you got. A one push dump.
Well,
you got to get a multiple thing.
Well, okay, but as soon as I push it once, you're done. So how does the multiple thing work?
All right, like this one in here. You really don't know about this, do you?
I've never had to worry about it that much. Maybe it's the luxury of, my world. I don't know.
One's 8 seconds. Right. I hit it once, you lose 3. So I still got 5 in the bank.
Excellent.
You hit it again, I got 2 in the bank.
How much delay do you work on, Mark?
Do I know?
How much?
7 or 8, I guess.
Well, yours is probably doing the same thing.
Maybe. I don't know. I will ask because I would love to think that I could, do, and maybe something is preservable because that, means if somebody just trips up, the call doesn't have to totally end because that one obviously needed to. And I said, if you ever, get a spine and, want to actually talk about stuff and actually get a sense of decorum, call me back. I don't care if he calls me back the first day back.
No, that's the best kind of beat their ass when they're off the phone. Because then they got to sit in the car and eat it.
No, but I can never do that, and I won't let people do it.
Oh, that's the best part.
I know because that just drives them right into rehab or right to the bridge.
They can't
or
do
right
it.
To the edge.
They can't do anything about it. They can hear you, and you're still getting the exact message that you want to cross, and all they can do is scream at the airbag.
And you doing that is great theater. Me doing that I would be blistered for unfairly beating up on people.
Why?
Because I would be. Because it would be accurate.
He terminated the phone call when he threw out the FU. That's his own fault.
True.
Had he not done that, it wouldn't have happened. That's when you jump his ass and have him scream at his car.
Duly noted.
Up to you. You do what you want. You're the same Decatur host. I'm just a local boy. Hang on a second. What's the name of your program director over at BAP?
That'd be Bob Schomper.
You like him?
He's a great guy. We get along great.
Have a lot of respect for him?
The definition of respect is he pretty well lets me do what I want. If there's a problem, we talk about it, and that's our life. So, yeah.
Okay. Now I'm just showing off. I just wanted to set that up. Gavin.
Yeah.
Weasel, where are my ratings?
I've never remodeled his office. If that's what you mean.
I thought you were going to print those out for me.
I got them right here.
Well, where are they?
Well, I was waiting until you got your segment done with Mark.
Okay, when is that supposed to end?
Well, I don't know. I'll bring him in right now.
All right, let's go.
Dude, I got stuff to give you. I got nowhere to go. I'm here, man.
What do you got?
Got a little something. Now we're going to hit the break or do you have the break?
How are we doing, Club?
Huh? We good? Yeah, well, sit tight. Well,
Did you pull middays? Did you pull mornings?
No.
What did I ask for?
I'm not a mind reader.
Kevin, just so you know, there's one guy who respects you in the room right now, man. I love you. Congratulations on the KRLD gig.
Thank you. See?
Oh, how did KRLD do in the trends?
Excellent.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Dude, compared to what?
Did they?
Yeah, definitely.
No, really, compared to what?
Well, compared to the previous... Well, let me look and see how they did in the afternoons.
We went out.
And further success lies ahead, I'm sure. It'll be fine.
Have you heard the new voice guy over there?
I heard the bit you guys did when you played the new voice guy, and then you played...
That's him.
Oh, the bit. That's who?
That's the voice guy. That's not a bit.
No, I understand that's a bit. Just like it wasn't a bit when you played the snippet of Jay.
Who's Jay?
Jay's the new
guy who's opposite me now.
show host.
Oh.
Right.
Where did you find the voice guy? Boston?
I worked with him before
Where?
in Las Vegas.
And what's the new thing? News, talk, and you. What is
I
it?
worked with my voice guy here in Las Vegas.
Okay. And you think this one over there, that fits the image you're shooting for?
Yes, sir.
Anybody can be made to sound ridiculous, A, on this show, and B, within context. There's probably nothing really the matter with the guy.
Doesn't sound real.
No, he just... It's very forced.
How many voice guys? Like there's nothing forced about, free FM, live, what are the Russ? I mean, it's not supposed to be real. Is it? I mean, it's supposed to be over the top.
Have you not heard this guy?
Only that day listening. Well, you got him at arm's length?
Yeah.
All right.
News, weather, traffic, and you on one station. News Radio 1080, KRLD, Dallas-Fort Worth.
Lou, Mary, Murray, I love you guys. There is a little Ted Baxter working there.
That's all it is.
But it's... Let me hear him in the course of a day there, and it'll be all right. It'll be all right.
Jay McFarland, weekday mornings at 10 on News Radio 1080, KRLD.
How about a Fresca?
What else? When you guys first were lampooning this guy, somebody barked out what Ted's prior job had done. Was it for the super what?
He was the narrator
for the Justice League or something.
Meanwhile, back at the solid Fortress of Solitude,
the League of Justice. Is that it?
Yeah.
Superman and Friends. Is that what it's called?
Super Friends.
Yeah. That was it. That was Ted.
There you go.
If you missed KRLD's Ernie Brown, you missed a lot.
Yes, you did.
What is that? The beginning of a promo? You missed Ernie Brown, then you hear a little snippet from the show? Yeah. So how much did KRLD go up?
Well, we stopped the bleeding, so that's good.
So you didn't go up, you just stopped.
No, we went up. Yeah, about a share.
Which demo?
3564.
Of course.
Hey, don't pee on 3564, man. Those are my peeps, too.
I understand.
All right.
What did you just hand me, Gavin?
Those are the way you like it. Those are month to month.
Okay. Where's mornings?
I'll go get them. So you want mornings? You want middays?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll pull them right now.
Okay.
Welcome to the ratings roundtable. Well, what about the morning? You just know how Stern did in his last...
I was curious to see how he did in November.
Why particularly November? Just the last month leading
That's the last
up to
month.
all of this. Right, because you want to know December. Yeah. How do you think? You think there was enormous attention paid to this, or that everybody just kind of got tired of it?
I haven't seen a big spike in the Arbitrons for Stern. And I figure with all the attention...
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Did you catch the last day?
No.
Last day was weird.
What did he do?
On the radio, pretty normal, predictable stuff. Then the Yahoo simulcast. Anybody catch this after it was all done? Yahoo simulcast the whole thing as just the whole parade went, out and then eventually down to the Hard Rock Cafe. And I guess there were, Howard and Robin and Fred and everybody had their moments of, thanks. And, Artie was, predictably drunk and,
So they webcast the show after the live portion.
Yeah, I guess once they left the building. Well, no, once they left the building, they just sort of carried you with it down all the way to the Hard
So the
Rock.
on-air show was gone, and now you're just listening via Yahoo.
No, it was on air, too.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
On what air? I mean, like at noon when I'm listening to the speeches right before Sheryl Crow, I think Yahoo's about the only place you could see that.
I heard Stearns give a long diatribe about we're the last of a dying breed.
Yeah, that before they all went down to the Hard Rock.
All right, go ahead.
No, Trey. But that really is it. So it was just, but it was all kind of. It's like they've only had how long to prep this, and it was just kind of loose and weird. And maybe
who cares?
I wanted more. I don't know why.
What is he going to get out of it? Out of ratings,
right? Yeah, doesn't matter.
He's done with broadcast radio. He's done with CBS.
He might be done. Period. And I've had. Listen. We've never really talked about what we think of the material on Howard or something. But anybody in this business has to have a certain appreciation for the battles that he has fought. It's his last day of mattering, man. Atomized over 150 channels with no creative tension of the government after him anymore.
All right.
It'll still be a funny show, but it'll just be another funny show.
I'll go with you about the creative tension because I think this show, the biggest part of it is beating the system.
What can you get away with?
Right.
Look what they got away with today on the Russ Martin.
How long can you dance around it and not get popped?
Exactly.
Once you're on satellite, there are no rules. You're not really a renegade anymore because you're not dancing around anything.
Yep. And there are more people listening to him in New York, on his last show, than will be listening to him on Sirius
ever.
Yeah, but you know what? And he can buy and sell all of us 10 times over. So once again, he ain't crying.
Well, and it goes back. It's like when Fox picked up the NFL. Mm-hmm. It lent validity. All of a sudden,
credibility.
Yeah, that network's credible because they got the NFL. Now Sirius has that because they picked up Stern.
Good for everybody. Everybody's happy.
Break here. All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.